for those people as young as 18, 19 living in residential aged care, the longer they're there, the worse. They're not getting mostly the rehabilitation they need, you know, the health treatment they need. They're isolated from their families, they're isolated from their communities and their friends, and their mental health deteriorates. So the longer and I understand the reason for it, for the, you know, under the bilateral agreements, but if we're talking about another few years, you know, it's a terrible consequence for these, some of them kids, and it's a horrible life. So, and I understand the reason, but if there is some way that we could look at fast-tracking this cohort.
Senator, I don't have here the detailed cohort-specific phasing for each jurisdiction, but my recollection is that because of the principle we had that they be a priority in our negotiations with the states, I don't think, but we'll come back to you on notice, there are any in sort of the 3-year time frame. I think it's more a 1 to 2 year time frame.
Which I understand in terms of implementing a project as large as the NDIS, that's actually not a lot of time in terms of the scope of the project. But just for this particular cohort who we can identify, you know, 1 to 2 years is a lifetime for these, you know, for these young Australians. So if you could, Ms Hand or the Secretary, take that on note, and perhaps Mr Bowen, and I know you've got so many other issues, but it just seems if we can do right by this cohort of people now that you're at the stage you're at, it would be a uniformly good thing to do.